light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated, sucker free, we got the seats heated, let's face it, you bout to get a beat down, less talking, let's take it to the streets now, ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight, touchdown on sight, yeah, turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin', dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got a night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Tszyu Shot.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 for a Monday night. All boxing pretty much. Tszyu Shine joining me all the way from the city of North Las Vegas. ¿Qué onda, vato loco? What's up, Vince?
Hey now, what's up?
Saludos, everybody joining us this Monday evening, either live in the chat or on the replay. We salute to you guys. Massive weekend for people that love combat sports, Vince. It's a special weekend for you too because two of your nephews are fighting. We had some interesting fights this past weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about them. Nothing like extraordinary, but we got a lot to cover this week. So much that I think we're going to break it into two shows this week, Monday and Wednesday night. Also, I'm hoping to get a young fighter that we both met that's from the Bay Area. Shout out to the Bay Area. He's from the Bay Area, and he's fighting at that Mike Tyson. It's called the Mike Tyson Invitational at the Sahara, Las Vegas, at the casino. You just told me your wife is going to be there with Marta too, right?
Yes, yeah, she's gonna work there selling merch.
Awesome, man. That's going to be quite. So for amateur fighters that are coming from all over, what an experience to be fighting in a casino. I mean, it's it's like as close to the real thing. As close to the real thing. So like I said, we met a fighter at Salas Boxing Gym from the Bay Area that is going to be fighting on Saturday. And I think it's a good thing, Vince, to talk to young up-and-coming fighters, too, before they become professional.
Of course.
Because you never know. You could be talking to the next world champion. You just never know.
Never know. He's got a good shot.
And, that's a great gym to be training out of, too.
And he's with Jason. Ain't he with Jason?
Yep, I think so.
Fight Club, Fight Capital, or Fight Club? Fight
Club and Salas, yeah.
Motor Highway.
Yep. So I'm just going to let everybody know, shout out to Big Spooky, first in the chat, that Vince and I put a bet on the Argentina game. And Vince, I'm going to support, I'm just let everybody know, you said Spain was going to win the whole thing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep. You were right. I'll tell you who was wrong. Was Drake. Drake did it to us again, man. Drake, the old
Every
Drake.
time he bets, he loses.
Dude,
when he bets, no.
Drake.
He's the curse.
He is the curse.
No talent rapper, singer. He's horrible. He needs to stay where he's at. He's trash, garbage, whatever.
Whether he bets on boxing or the biggest MMA matches, he always curses the fighter, or in this case, Argentina.
Dummy.
Now, Argentina was the underdog. So I'll tell you guys how we got here. I owed Vince I said, I'm going to share my YouTube revenue, and I had a little payday the other day, and I had not given it to Vince. And Vince, a couple weeks ago when I think Spain was playing who? Was it France?
I don't remember.
I think they were playing France.
Before this one.
Yeah, the last game, the semifinal or the quarterfinals. Vince says, hey, put that money on Spain for me, and I overslept, and I didn't get to make that bet. It was before I knew it was the middle of the day, and I totally forgot to go place that bet. Now, I hate to say it, Vince, but you would have won it was a good bet.
I don't care.
It was a good bet. It was on me.
Bro. Money comes to go.
It was on me.
Good. I don't worry about it.
So I tell Vince, okay, well, let's talk about the finals. You want to put that bet on Spain to win the whole thing, and we checked the odds, and Spain was favored, and so because of that, the bet wasn't even paying anything really. So we start listening to all these people that say Messi is the great. FIFA wants Messi to win, and Messi's going to be the greatest of all time. And then you have all these people saying that they found the script. The script says Argentina comes from behind. I'm like, you know what? That pays really good. Argentina is the underdog. You want to put in Argentina, and so we did, and it would have paid, I think, just like $50 would have paid out like $120, which was pretty good. I think that's pretty
but you know what I should have told you to do? Bet on 0-0 for the whole game until
my
the
God.
next half. I should have told you. 'Cause I knew it was going to be like that. I knew it was going to be a good game. And you notice Spain was attacking them like crazy. That's what I expected through the whole thing.
The ball was practically on that Argentina. I'm gonna give praise to that Argentina goalie because he blocked like 12. Like there was no attempts from Argentina, but all the attempts was Spain, and that guy was busy, and he just kept oof. He was catching them, he's throwing them. I mean, it was all Spain offense. But you're right. The bet to have made was, I think it said if the score was 0-0 at the 90 minutes, you would get paid, and it was a good bet to make. And actually, that would have been a good bet to make.
I should have told you to do that.
But,
But I'm telling you right now, and the chat, the 24 that are in here right now, 4 years, back-to-back. Remember,
the U.S.
Sharks.
Here's the deal, man. President Trump was there. President Trump was there, and he wanted to get in that picture with Spain. I think that was a little bit awkward, I think. And some of the Spanish players did not want to shake his hand, and it was a little awkward. But now Trump is talking about he wants FIFA to come right back, and he said, come back to the U.S. as soon as possible the next 4 years, but let's keep Canada and Mexico out of it. That's a dick move right there. No Mexico, no Canada, no Mexico, no. Some of the best games were in Mexico. Period. I mean, at the Azteca Stadium, those were remarkable games. Yeah. Well, what did you guys think?
No, I'm down for him saying no Canada, but Mexico, no, you got Mexico.
Yeah, they actually, I mean, they filled up those stadiums, man. Those were some pretty exciting games. And to be honest, Mexico did pretty good up until they got to England. You know, they did all right.
The big dogs, big dogs, they're on the porch playing. Then they opened up the gate. Look what happened. Same with U.S. Man, those two teams. The only thing Mexico had good is tequila, food, and the women. And boxing, but soccer, nah, not yet. We're probably 40 years away from that.
So I think we'd start off the show talking about some of the fights this weekend in Los Angeles, Carson, California. They used to call it the StubHub, and now it's called the Dignity. But everybody that loves boxing in Southern California, they would call that it's the home of the LA Galaxy soccer team, right? And they call it the stomping grounds, right? Or the war grounds, Some of the best fights HBO ever had were put on there. Some epic fights. Showtime did them too, HBO. So they brought back the fights with Matchroom Boxing, DAZN. And I think they did it was a good move for Diego Pacheco, who used to used to train with David Benavidez's people. Now he's with, was it Buddy McGirt? Interesting choice.
That's a good trainer.
But, at the end of Pauly's career, Pauly Malignaggi was going with Buddy McGirt, I think. Interesting training choice. Now, here's the deal, man. Diego Pacheco's from South Central. He's a South Central kid, man. One of the roughest neighborhoods in L.A., and this was kind of his homecoming, finally. Like, hey, I'm going to perform and fight in front of my hometown, as close to hometown crowd as possible. All of L.A. is supposed to come and support him. But the truth of the matter is, with the exception of the big fights, dude, even here in Las Vegas, I've seen that boxing ticket sales are, they suck. Yeah. They suck. And because the fight was out in the middle of the day, half the crowd was like, half the crowd was like holding stuff up. Like they forgot that it gets hot. They were like covering their faces on camera, bro. If you go to a fight there, make sure you bring a hat and you bring a pair of sunglasses. It's bright. It's awful.
You drink a lot of water.
Yeah. You're going to burn there. So half the fight was during the day. Then the sun came down and I was waiting for a crowd to arrive. And the truth be told, bro, I think it looked like 3,000 or 4,000 people showed up, which was, I guess, when it's a big field like that, big stadium, a lot of seats, it looks bad. It looks bad. It was a bad reflection. Now, that's not to say Diego Pacheco can't sell seats. He obviously sold seats. But when you have too many seats, then it just looks like nobody's there. So we keep running into this problem. I think a big problem promoters in boxing have right now are they overestimate how big of a star they're dealing with when they put these certain fighters on the main card event. Now, BKB 56, they had it at a beautiful theater in Hollywood called the Novo, and it was dark. Yeah. It was dark, and I heard that they had been posting posters everywhere. It said Vicious Victor Ortiz, El Perro. They were putting it all over LA. They sold well. Like that place isn't 20,000 seats, 10,000 seats. 3,000 or 4,000 seat theater, and 2,000 or 3,000 people were there. It looked popping, and I saw all your nephews on that show.
Yeah, in the ring too. I
was surprised to see Emiliano there too, talking about his brothers, and then the brothers came on to talk about their upcoming fight, which is BKB 57. So we'll talk about that. But I got some clips of the fighters. So last week we were talking about a lot of fighters who have retired from the sport of boxing have gotten into the bare knuckle game. There's two different promotional companies, BKB, BKBFC, for fighting championships, right? And I think I mentioned Austin Trout recently. He was a former world champion. He fought Canelo Alvarez. He was doing really good in BKB. And then he got knocked out by somebody who, it just happens. It just happens. Yeah. Now, all the three boxers that fought this weekend, I mentioned
won.
They all won, but not all of them not all of them made it look pretty, man. And to be honest, very first one up on TikTok, he probably looked the best, man. He looked he made it quick out of his assignment here. Let's take a quick look at Jojo Diaz.
Between them, that's the risk you have against them. That was let his hands go, and Jojo punched in between them. That's the risk you have against them. That was a shot to the forehead and dropped.
Man.
That's it.
One more time.
Punched in between them. That's the risk you have against them.
That was a good combination, bro. And his hands look fast without the gloves. And he just fought like boxing like not even 2 months ago. So he's you know what I'm saying? There's no ring rust on Jojo Diaz. He made easy work of his night.
Show something as Angulo led the left.
Now, El Perro Angulo, he came in he's 40. Man, what was his age? I seen 43 or 44 years old. He's up there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're getting old. Yeah, man. I remember watching him fight Canelo Alvarez. They threw at the MGM Grand. They threw everybody was throwing their water bottles, or I think at the time the MGM Grand was still allowing beer in cups. So it was nasty, bro. I had really good seats. Everybody was so mad at Perro Angulo that they just started throwing everything. I was like, let's get out of here. You remember they did this? They did the same thing to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in Phoenix when he quit on the stool. They were like, cabrón, get out of here. So Perro Angulo, if you watch him here, bro, he throws punches like he's every bit 43 or 44. He got into trouble with this guy who was making his debut. The first round didn't go so well, but he figured it out in round 2, and here's his knockout.
Oh, it's in bad shape. He turns his head. Punches. He's got to
left
show
hook,
something.
left hook.
Left hook,
Left hook, man. It landed. The experience paid off. This is a guy with a long boxing career right there. There it is. Not very fast hands, but
crazy, that ring.
Boom. Boom. Good night. So Jojo Diaz and El Perro Angulo in the co-main event, they win. And now I got to go find that Vicious Victor Ortiz, guys. Shout out to everybody joining us. Hit that like button or, say hello. Say hello so we know you're here, guys. Vicious Victor Ortiz, bro. Oh, my God. He won. But it wasn't pretty. In fact, I don't think he even knew how bad he got messed up.
I was?
Yeah, let me look for that picture here really quickly. See if I could find it. Where did it go? Yeah, one part of his eye got really swelled up. He had a
hematoma. Poor kids will be scared looking at their dad looking all beat up.
He had a
hematoma. Don't get beat up like that in boxing.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, by the way, here it is. Yeah, it was a rough fight, man. He definitely earned his pay. Let's take a quick look at what he looks like here.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for our two warriors, and it's back to you guys on the desk.
Oh my gosh, I just saw my eye.
Oh, there you go,
baby. He's a good sport, man. The other guy was a bit older too.
You guys on the desk.
Oh my gosh, I just saw my eye.
Oh, there you go.
He's laughing about it, bro. He's a good sport. He just saw his eye.
That shit nasty.
A win is a win, but obviously that's a bad cut, and the eye probably he's going to be having to take some time off this week recovering. Obviously,
his cheekbone.
Yeah, his cheekbone looked a hot mess. Well, you know who was having a great time? A lot of athletes were obviously having a great time. Here's Ryan Garcia having a great time at the World Cup Finals. Now, he's wearing Argentina. He's a big fan of Messi. I don't think it was him that jinxed us, bro. I'm going to say it was Drake. It was definitely Drake. It was definitely Drake.
You're a bum. Damn it. You owe us $1 million.
This cracked me up. Speaking of the World Cup, this was a picture that they posted. They said the guy from the Spain goalkeeper, he had an easy day at the office. He's drinking a Slurpee.
Yeah.
He's drinking a Slurpee and just sitting on his stool. I don't think there was any action at the beginning of that fight. So, yeah, man, BKB 56 was a success in Los Angeles, and they were making, they did a really good push to advertise the big show coming up in the UK, which is this upcoming Saturday during the day. Really, really busy time. If I'm thinking the Anthony Joshua card from Riyadh is Saturday this afternoon. Wiley Coyote says, yep, everyone was at that game. Yeah, indeed. Check this out because I couldn't believe it. I think that Tom Brady and, I can't imagine Tom Brady fighting them, but things are getting pretty, they really hate each other, man. Look at this. Sorry about the loud volume, guys. Yeah, they hate each other.
Pay for that.
Who? Tom Brady and
he could sue him. He could arrest him.
Yeah, I would think that these athletes would have better seats. Like, this is the best seat you're going to give Logan Paul and Tom Brady. And even Ryan Garcia was way up there. But, yeah, these two guys keep going at it. If I'm, like, the other day, they slapped each other, right? Like, there was, I don't think we even talked about it, but they slapped each other the other day.
I wish Tom Brady would try to fight him. They get beat up like part of his football team, the Raiders.
And here's, by the way, guys, here's that the Spanish player here who there he goes. Oh, he did shake his hand. He tried to avoid the first shake. He says, "What's up to the FIFA president?" I love that. That was pretty funny. Saludos to SoCal Darius, Linda Hernandez. Yeah, great to see you guys in the chat. But going back to Saturday afternoon, we're gonna have to go back and forth. I'm gonna have to go back and forth. It's gonna be hot in Vegas, guys. Nah, he got his eye on the prize.
Well, we had our monsoon season for over here at my house, like maybe 15 seconds or less for rain. Oh my God, we're gonna flood.
You actually got some rain?
Maybe like 15 seconds or 10 seconds.
Damn.
Enough to mess your windows up.
Look, I'm not looking forward at all to the next 2 weeks in Vegas, guys. It's been kind of mild. It's been kind of mild, but now it's just nasty hot. As they like to say, it's going to be unbearable hot.
Nasty.
So, yeah, BKB 56. I'm going to play a couple clips here. Speaking of Vegas, I'll play this clip while I'm at it, man. There's a rapper, guys. There's a lot of street performers in Vegas. And check this out. This is interesting. This happened between a street performer.
Shout out to the homie, man. You know I never fail. Got a knee brace on. He gonna need the ACL, man. You know what, brother, killing it up on the block. Hold up, get homie here, man. Do not stop. I ain't done, man. The homie try to run over here with middle fingers. Now he about to be a backup singer.
So this guy with the beard on the floor grabbing his knee thought he was a tough guy. Right?
Yep.
And he tried to assault the rapper. He tried to assault or throw a punch against the rapper. I guess you could see it's all cobblestones, and he slipped, and his knee gave out. Like they said, he tried to beat this dude's ass, the street performer's ass, and his knee blew out. He blew out his ACL. They had to call the fire department and an ambulance to pick him up off the sidewalk.
Hey, man, that's Conor McGregor's cousin.
Linda Hernandez says, Shoeshine, please tell Albert to get me that car in your video. Which one? You want that BMW? I can't make any husband buy that for you.
Hey, but come on down. I'll tell him to give you a ride in that car. If not him, Rollies. Fuck it. Rollies got a BMW too.
Hold on, guys. So shout out to Don Emiliano in the building who was there this past weekend at BKB 56 in LA. So I got this great clip. Fernando Vargas Jr. makes his debut this Saturday, right? I think he's above Amato in the card and Amato. Well, the Ryan Garcia Conor Benn press conference, I missed the first one, man. I'm not going to miss the rest of these, man, but I heard they went at it, man. They went at it. And of course, Conor Benn speaks perfect Spanish. So this is a clip from Fight Hub. Oh my
gosh.
Yeah. Oh, they show it here. So this is a clip from Fight Hub TV. This past weekend in New York, they had they also had a fan fest, and Floyd was there signing autographs. But I think the rivalry between Ryan Garcia and his brother Sean, obviously Sean fought Amato at what was that? Which one was that? What's the name of that promotion?
I know he got dropped, and Amato did the Michael Jackson on him.
So they've already fought, man. So it's only natural for people to think, okay, well, this brother rivalry is going to continue, and Ryan is going to have to fight either Emiliano or possibly Fernando Vargas Jr., and he had a lot to say about Ryan's at that press conference. Check this out, guys. Now, let's play the audio.
Disrespect you in Spanish, it's like, Ryan's a no sabo. You're having a guy from the UK, right? Go ahead and disrespect you in Spanish. It's like, man. I mean, he may not have felt it, but I know Mexicans and Mexican Americans were like, ooh.
You've been talking to your people. What's been the reaction from the familia? What are people saying and thinking?
You know, Pops, he OG, he's like, wow, vato, I can't believe it, vato. I'm like, yeah, like.
Conor Benn speaks perfect Spanish. He lived in Spain, guys. Man. What do you want from the guy? He speaks I don't know what other languages he speaks. You know, it's the old, it happens, it's every Chicano. Once you become second generation, everyone in the house forgot to speak Spanish, you know. We still eat Mexican food, but we forget to speak or practice speaking Spanish. So, respect to the Vargas family who made it a point to teach their children Spanish, because when I see like Emiliano talk to people in Spanish post-fight, I mean, you talk to the fans in Spanish, man. It just makes them closer to you, right?
Yes.
All of them.
You know, all that money Ryan's been losing gambling, he should pay for somebody to teach him how to speak Spanish.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
He can teach his kids. He can teach his kids how to speak Spanish too.
Because you look at Canelo, when Canelo was first coming out of that Mayweather era, everybody was like, when's he going to learn to speak English? When's he going to learn to speak English? And eventually people were like, oh, damn, like Canelo can really talk shit in English now. He could even, he could even talk shit back in English now. He really learned and embraced American culture and learning how to speak English.
He really did that. Hey, and Conor Benn knows his Spanish for real.
Mexico, bro. You're from Mexico, bro. You ain't got the heart. Yo tengo un huevo más grande que tú, cabrón. Me la pelas, pendejo, me la pelas.
Did he say me la pelas?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was great. That's a great press conference. Why do I keep... So every time I go up and down on my Twitter, it's playing an audio clip, and I hope it's not coming through bleeding to you guys. I hope it's not bleeding. But I appreciate everybody that's here. Canelo's the white man Irish.
He's a badass white man back in the day.
Yeah, this BKB card in the UK, I believe it's the O2 Arena, bro. This is like, it's a big deal, man. Here's part of the graphics. Let me show you guys this graphic real quick.
That's a bad video they made.
I don't even know if I have that one, but here it is for BKB 57. I don't know anything about who runs BKB or how they do it. My question was like, you would have thought naturally that they would have brought the Vargas brothers to LA first, but they're going to introduce them to the UK. UK fight fans are amazing. You ask somebody like Paulie Malignaggi, he fought like his last few fights professionally in the UK. A lot of boxers, including Spence, man. Errol Spence went and beat the hell out of Kell Brook in the UK one time. Yeah. A lot of American fighters that go over to the UK, if they put on a good performance, the UK people will embrace them and become fans of them. So I don't think there's any harm in them going over there, but it just feels like, really? Like, I'm sure the Mexicanos, the Mexican American community, Latino community would have loved to have seen them make their debut in LA. But that is just my take. What do you guys think? Should they have started their careers, their first debut in LA like they did this past weekend? Or do you think this UK thing is going to be, I mean, for them, what better way to go see the world on somebody else's dime?
And you know what I heard? Because today I went by the gym to drop off some stuff. I heard that they're going to go to Paris Disneyland. They're lucky.
I was saying, that's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And are they bringing the camera, the cameraman?
He's out there already. He's out there with the boys.
Man, so
I think so.
So, I mean, you know what better way to make content, go on vacation and get a fight in there all at once? Why not, man? So these are some of the, let me blow up some of the, for BKB 56 guys, here's the thing. I did notice a lot of boxing fans were watching this past weekend. And let's see, Wednesday, July 22nd, and just open workout. I'm going to see if that's going to be televised somewhere, probably on TikTok. Then Friday, July 24th, the final press conference and the face-off and the weigh-ins. And Saturday, the main card starts at 7 p.m. British Standard Time, but that says here North American broadcast, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, Vince, I think you're good. If it starts at 5 o'clock on the West Coast, damn.
I think it started earlier, the prelims.
Let me just check again. The prelims on TikTok. Well, that's the good thing is your nephews are not prelim fighters; they're main event.
Nah.
So 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. That means you can watch the Riyadh card, which is going to be Anthony Joshua. That's going to be really early. I think that's like it. I think it's in Saudi Arabia, bro.
And if you guys want me to go live, subscribe to my Instagram 702 Man Cave, and I'll go live.
It's at 702 Man Cave on IG.
Yep. Yes. I don't have enough subscribers to my I ain't got 1,000 for Slugged Out Sports.
Well, we gotta get you on StreamYard so we could do that, man.
Follow me over there on YouTube. Follow our other channel.
Yeah, do that, guys. At Slugged Out Sports, guys. Make sure you go and follow Vince there. I always post these shows as videos over there, so even if you just go over there and hit the like button on it and let them know we're watching and help that channel grow as well.
Beaner up.
Hook them up, man. We got some big boxing news. Big boxing news.
Good interview coming up.
Yeah, that's still coming up, guys. For those that are here, we got a Rolando Romero, WBA welterweight champion, and this goes with the boxing news today because. Well, Rolly's been loyal to PBC. PBC signed a deal with DAZN. This is kind of strange, and it's big news all at the same time because Teofimo signed an exclusive contract with DAZN. He did not sign with PBC, Top Rank. He left Top Rank. He didn't sign with Matchroom. He didn't sign with, I said PBC, Matchroom. He said, I'm independent. I'm going to sign the deal with DAZN exclusively. So who is this promoter? I don't know. Does anybody know?
No, I don't know. I don't care because I just want Brody to knock that fool out.
So he made himself a little deal with DAZN, and whoever DAZN brings to the table for him to fight, he'll fight, but it's going to be on DAZN. It's not going to be on Zuffa. He's not going to sign with Zuffa. And that fight coming up August 22nd we just mentioned Rolando Romero, that's going to be on DAZN in affiliation with PBC. So, we know where he's going. We still don't have official word of Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson's official.
Oh, piddle hands.
Shakur is official. Don Emiliano says his promoter is Drew Evil, of course.
Hey, thank you, because he said he's gonna hook it up. Don Emiliano.
Hey, here's a funny video. This is Teofimo and his dad rocking the house. This is
hey, that's funny. That's why Drew's not here.
At the Garden. Hey, his dad can still breakdance. His dad can still breakdance, bro. That's funny.
Hey, Don Emiliano, where are you from? If you want to put, I'm just curious.
We already called Mauricio Solomon, and we've.
So, 154-pound division. I did the short, guys. The interview this past week was with Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza's fought a lot of the guys at 154. I'm shocked he hasn't fought this guy. In fact, Brian Mendoza fought Bohacek, which is a common opponent. Virgil Ortiz fought that guy. I saw that fight in person, man. That was a good fight. Now we're in this kind of place where, like, well, Vince, did you hear what Eddie Hearn said? He goes, yeah, we gave this fight offer to Virgil back in the day, right? Like a year and a half ago. Yeah. And things have changed now. Virgil Ortiz is the unified champion. He has 2 titles. And, well, the money ain't going to be the same. You know, the offer.
Right. He's
so
right.
Let's listen to a little bit about Virgil's concerns. Virgil wants to fight bad. Now he wants to fight. Now that he got Oscar De La Hoya off his ass. Remember, they were arguing legally back and forth. They were in arbitration. Let's hear what he had to say.
What is your message to the WBC about your availability to fight Fundora as early as this fall?
Well, we already called Mauricio Solomon, and we've asked for this fight. We were on the phone side by side with Golden Boy with Mauricio, and we asked for the fight. I am also not going to pretend I know how it works either, because I thought that if you had the interim, you were next in line. So, I mean, I'm just as confused as everybody else.
Oh, this is a different clip. But here, aside from the point, bro, Virgil Ortiz wants to fight any champion at this point. Now that he's clear to fight, he's trying to get a fight. Now, Sebastian's going to fight some guy I never heard of, which sucks. You know, Sebastian Fundora going to fight some guy. Like, I asked Brian Mendoza, like, hey, don't you ever sit and think, like, man, if I just get a really impressive knockout, beat up one dude or 2 in a row, I asked him, do you think Sebastian Fundora would be like, oh, I'd like to fight that kid again, and this time I'm going to, you know, like, and Brian Mendoza was like, yeah, I think about that all the time. Like, doesn't he want to fight me? Fundora don't want to fight Brian Mendoza. That's what it looks like to me.
Scared. He's scared. He
got that PTSD. We talk about it all. He got PTSD from, remember what happened last time? Yep. So he's fighting a guy. Fundora's going to fight a mandatory that WBC says, okay, you got to fight this guy. And Virgil Ortiz is saying, I'm the interim champion. Isn't the interim champion better than number 1 ranked? The interim champion is supposed to be higher than the number 1 guy. So he can't catch a break, man. It don't seem like Fundora wants to give him a fight. And now Eddie Hearn is saying, yeah, we offered you a fight last year, bro, but things are different now. You know, Boots got 2 titles, and Boots wants to fight Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly is the UK champion, but then that would make Boots have 3 of the 4 belts. That's who he wants to fight. That fight makes sense. It's also Eddie Hearn's guy. And that dude is going to fight this Saturday. Now, Josh Kelly's fighting a nobody, in my opinion. Maybe he won't be champion on Saturday afternoon. For all I know, I mean, maybe that dude loses his title. Probably not.
You never know.
Probably not. But that's the direction that I think Boots wants to go, which means Virgil Ortiz, he just needs to fight somebody, bro. In the meantime, get back in the ring ASAP against somebody quality. You've been out of the ring for over a year. Just get in the ring with anybody at this point and stay sharp. And then maybe next year, if everything goes right, maybe one of these guys will fight you. So other big breaking news. Like I said, there's so much content this weekend, guys. We're going to do 2 shows this week. Vince, how do you feel about this one? Devin Haney's going to be forced as the WBO welterweight champion. You got Devin's a champion. You got Ryan Garcia as a champion. You have Raleigh Rolando as a champion at welterweight. You know, Haney's been MIA. Where's he at? Chilling in Henderson? Traveling the world?
Paying child support.
Paying child support?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the best news. They're going to order him to fight Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn ain't ever fought at welterweight, but he's good. He's good for it. He's a big dude. The WBO said he's number 1. And so now, because Haney refuses to fight him, they're sending it to the purse bid. Now, for you guys that don't know what the purse bid is, it means they're mandating it. They're saying, you got to fight this dude, and the opening bid for anybody who wants to put on this fight is $200K. Oh, man. What happens?
They need to do that more often.
That's pretty
The
cheap.
WBC should do that. From ripping everybody off, the WBC should do that.
Now, Devin
to
Haney
make all these fights.
Devin Haney supposedly has his own promotional company. Will he buy the fight? Will he pay for it himself? Or does he not want to fight Keyshawn and then he just gives the belt back? That's what I'm like. This is a good fight, guys. This is a really good fight. Keyshawn Davis, silver medalist, undefeated. Looks great. He looks great in all his fights. I think Keyshawn Davis, this is a good fight. I wouldn't even tell you who I picked today. Question is Devin Haney, what if somebody offers, Devin Haney's made so much money in his previous fights. Somebody could come in and bid $1 million, and that's the highest offer. And then Devin Haney has to split. 75% goes to him, 25% goes to Keyshawn. Devin Haney would be appalled, bro. He would never fight nobody for $750,000. But who's gonna bid? Did Roach fight Pitbull this past weekend? No.
I think so.
No. Lamont Roach is fighting next Saturday, August the 1st. If that's who you're talking about. Lamont Roach. Yeah, he's fighting Camarones in Vegas at the Virgin, man. And I still don't have tickets for that. What do you predict with this Devin Haney thing? You think he wants to fight the guy, or he's
Hell, he is too hard. He ain't gonna fight nobody that hits hard. And if he does, it's gonna be a big ring so he can run. I mean box. My bad.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, it's a big deal. It's $200,000 is a low limit. Low limit.
Yeah, but he keeps ducking everybody. He keeps saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you." The dad said, "Yeah, we're gonna fight." Then when it comes down to it, they don't do it. Like he don't want to fight Rollies. You know, he's scared of him. Anybody hits hard, he's scared of. Anybody that's a threat. He don't want another Ryan. You know, those people with pillow hands.
Yup.
That's why he wants. That's why he wants to fight. No disrespect to Shakur Stevenson, but that's why he wants to fight Shakur because Shakur got that pop. But I hope he does when he fights him.
Yup. So this is the other big fight. And I was checking the time for this one. This is gonna be definitely weird. This is gonna be prime time in the US, pay-per-view. In Australia, I have no idea what time it's gonna be. Like for them, I have no idea. They could be fighting in the middle of the night.
Or Errol Spence?
The big fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Tszyu, this Saturday night. So, yeah, well, you're going to have to go back and forth.
It's on DirecTV pay-per-view.
You'll have to go back and forth in order to make sure you don't miss the BKB action that your nephews are in.
I want BKB. Forget Errol Spence. I got that fool's autograph. He put an SP on my glove. Fool, messed my glove up, big dummy. I hate when they do that. If you're a professional athlete, sign your name. If you don't know how to print it, who cares? But just don't put 2 letters. I hate that. We spend a lot of money on these damn gloves, and you put an SP. What the hell? No, E. You put E Spence. ES. Jeez.
Oh, wow. Check this out, Vince. Okay, here it says here. For Americans, the fight is going to be in the U.S. Saturday night. But this fight takes place Sunday in Australia, beginning at 11 a.m. So I guess for Americans, it's going to be a Saturday night fight. So they're going to be fighting bright and early in the morning. And there were so we got Philadelphia fighters on that card. We have Stephen Fulton from Philadelphia, 2-division champion, fighting Liam Paro, wrong guy. Liam Wilson fought Emmanuel Navarrete, bro, and he dropped Emmanuel Navarrete. That's what he's most famous for. This guy, Liam Wilson, came to the U.S., fought Navarrete, and dropped him. It was a hell of a fight. It was the first time Navarrete moved up to fight at 130 pounds. That's who Stephen Fulton is going to fight. The big news of last week was that Charlo, they didn't let him into the country. Charlo got refused, so he's not getting a payday. He's not fighting. He was in training camp, but the Australian government said no. They looked at his criminal record and said, no, you can't come in here. And then, believe it or not, they actually were considering Paulie Malignaggi as a replacement. Paulie said he would have jumped on it, but there was too many things. I guess I don't know what weight class it was, but Paulie and Charlo aren't exactly the same height or whatever. But Paulie was one of the people they were considering calling. But he's actually, I think he's part of the commentary team for this Saturday in Australia. So he was already had arrangements to be there. and they considered Paulie to fight in replacement for Charlo. Now I think who knows who's going to fight. Who knows who's going to fight? But we got to talk about this, man. Whose IG is that? Oh yeah, follow guys. It's 702man_cave at IG. You guys can watch Vince on IG.
I'm gonna go live on the boys fight. If you don't want to pay for it, you ain't got it. I'm gonna do it, but it might bluffer. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Who cares?
So
That's watch it.
Let me see if I can play this, guys. Let me play a quick clip. I just made this right now. This should play if I just drop it in here. Add overlay, play full screen.
And no better person to ask than someone who's actually gone down to Australia and fought Tszyu in his own backyard. Errol Spence, I heard a lot of some things you had to say about that, and let us know how that sparring went with him. You were preparing him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man, we got some good work. It was great work, man. I always love that high level chess match stuff. Like every day he was bringing different adjustments, then I had to adjust, and I love that level of work, man. Just when we work at the high level with someone like that, and man, I think he's looking real solid. People think he's going for a check or something. He's not that type of dude. I could see the hunger he's got. He still wants to prove to himself. I feel like he said it himself that he's not trying to do it for his family or whatever. This is for the love of the game. This is for the passion he has to fight. So this is for him, and I feel like he's truly dedicated and going for the win.
Now,
you guys got to watch that short. Watch the interview, guys. Leave me a comment, man. That was he's such a good interview, Brian. Oh, by the way, guess where Brian was this week? Everybody from Vegas went places, bro. He was at the Pro Box fight on the YouTube Pro Box. He was down there dressed up. I think if I talk to Brian again, man, I'm gonna just recommend, bro, you got to do everything you can to go become a commentator, because like boxing, life after boxing comes so quick. You could have like two, three good fights, and then that's it. But if you start telling these promoters, hey, let me get behind the microphone, like Paulie, like Timothy Bradley, give me a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like all these guys who've gone into commentating, that dude is perfect for commentating, but. Errol Spence has not fought in 3 years, bro. At the same time, Errol Spence has done something that very few fighters have ever done, bro. He filled up a football stadium. He filled up your Dallas Cowboys stadium. Him and Mikey Garcia, 45,000 seats. That's impressive, bro. He's done some impressive things.
Texas they support everything in Texas. Their high school football is like crazy out there.
Errol Spence knocks out Tszyu. I'm just saying, look, Tszyu's been knocked out. After that, Fundora knocked him out. He ain't the same. He's been humbled. He got knocked out. Drew said it. He got knocked out by the other guy, Bakhtar Mortazeliov. It's not impossible for Errol Spence to hurt him or knock him out. This is going to be at 160. The fight moved to middleweight. Errol Spence doesn't have to lose as much weight. Brian Mendoza said that the guy he's fought both of them, He sparred with one and he fought the other one professionally. He said Errol Spence is way more muscular and stronger than, in his opinion, than Tszyu. And that he has that hunger in his eye and that he's motivated, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, but here's the thing. As much as I respect Brian Mendoza, who fought Tszyu, sparred him, that 3-year layoff, bro, it worries me because it just happened in Vegas. Everybody was so excited about Conor McGregor, who broke his leg. Remember, Errol Spence was in a car wreck. It's been 3 years, bro. Yeah. Remember how I thought, a lot of people thought Conor McGregor was going to come out here and do something against Holloway just 2 weeks ago. And then it ends in like a minute. And everybody's like, well, I told you, bro, Conor hasn't fought in like 3 years. He broke his leg. He severed it. Of course he's not. I mean, what do you want from Conor? Could that happen with Errol Spence? Like, it's been 3 years, bro. I have to take that into account. You ready for this, Vince? Guess who's the favorite? I'm going to go to DraftKings right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Guess who's favorite to win that fight? He's favored to win. Favorite. Yeah. That's who's the favorite. Man, what do you want me to say? I don't know, man. He's the favorite. That's wild. Is that too long of a layoff?
Hell yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Well, anyways, they put out They put out a video of him working with the mitts, and it wasn't impressive. I'll look for it right now. Here's a clip of the guy that's fighting Tyson Fury, a guy named Prenga, who also I think has martial arts experience, I think kickboxing professionally. This is the guy fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury fight this weekend? Can't watch it, bro. You know why? It's going to be on the beach. It's going to be on the beach in Thailand. I'm not joking, bro. It's a professional fight in Pattaya in Thailand, and they're going to film the fight for the Netflix television. You know how he has his Netflix television show with his kids? That's the only place we're going to be able to watch it. They're going to record it for the Netflix television show. But
those kids need to get spanking.
Nobody's carrying the fight. Here it is. Fury versus what? What's his name? I thought his name is Prenga. Is it Wok Prenga?
Pringles, no, I'm just kidding. Nobody cares. That's why.
Oh, shoot. That's not, yeah. It's Fury versus Wok. Anyways, yeah. By the way, I didn't even mention. That's Errol Spence working out. It sounds heavy. His punches sound heavy, but he's not throwing combinations, and I'm not really seeing that fast twitch hand speed.
Rolly's hit the bag harder than when he hit the sound.
What's that?
When Rolly's hitting the bag, it sounds louder than that.
Oh, damn, bro. Facts, guys. Rolly, we watched Rolly hit his bag. He has his own bag, custom-made bag at the gym. And I told his dad I'm impressed because I never heard him hit the bag in person. And that left hand, that's the left hand that he dropped Ryan Garcia with in round 1, and it changed the entire fight. He does hit hard. He kind of makes a similar noise to Kaipo Gallegos when he hits the bag. It's like an exertion as he yells as hard as he can when he cracks that left, like a whip. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be honest. It's underrated. Like his power is underrated, and what's impressive is he started at 135, and at welterweight he's hitting people hard as hell too. Other fighters, they go up in weight, and it's like all of a sudden the knockouts stop.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm curious if Conor Benn is gonna have any power coming back down. Hey, you know who had
anger?
This is pretty funny, man. I guess Gervonta Davis, he doesn't like all these streamers, the Kick people on Kick or streamer universities or whatever all this people are doing. He said, ladies, if your man's out here doing skits or streaming, leave him. He want, and it's cut off there, he want more attention than y'all girls do. Wow.
It's kind of right. Like, Ryan don't need to be doing that. You know that?
But it makes them so much extra money, man. It's like,
but Ryan got a lot of money already from Fight Tank.
He does.
You know?
I don't think Ryan needs to make. You're right. You're 100% right. Ryan don't, but maybe somebody like Dean the Great makes more money streaming than he does fighting. He even said it. He's like, he was looking at that paycheck he's going to get from his upcoming fight, and he's like, damn, I make more money streaming. Yeah.
You know, if Dean the Great will give 100% boxing, he'll be pretty good. You know, 100% dedicate just boxing. No hang around these clowns, and you know he'll be pretty good.
And he's been doing all right.
He wants to be a streamer.
He's been putting in some work into that camp. I just remembered, man. This is I mentioned it earlier today, but this is Errol Spence in his heydays here against Kell Brook, and he went over to the UK and he put a beat down on Kell Brook, and that's one of those things. It's one of those things like Kell Brook had an amazing. He tried to go up and fight Gennady Golovkin at 160, and Gennady Golovkin broke his eye socket. He broke that one eye socket, and so then Kell Brook's like, well, I was a champion at welterweight when he beat Sean Porter, and he tried to come back down to welterweight, which is what Conor Benn is doing, and he's never the same. I don't know. I feel like, which probably history always seems to repeat itself. Wally Coyote says IRL
Yeah.
it won't last. It's garbage. It feels like all that streamer stuff, bro, is like people obviously aren't tired of it, especially Gen Z. It's like today's version of reality TV. Like back in the day, people were watching Jersey Shore, you know, or Flavor Flav, or like original reality TV. And you can watch reality TV now on Kick or Twitch or whatever on YouTube. It's like watching reality
It's free,
TV.
as long as you got internet service.
You know, I'll say this. For people that know who the Sin City family was in Las Vegas, they turned their life into a reality show. And that's why they became so popular. They were based, hey, we're going to show you guys our lives every day. And it became a reality show. Yeah. It sucks. It's a double-edged sword, man. You need privacy too, you know?
Supposedly he made the Guinness Book of World record for streaming every day.
I call cap on that. Supposedly, yeah, I never seen it, man. I never saw it, but
because he did shoot every day for like over I think 2 years. I think. Or nuts.
Yep. Hey, Bud Crawford also went to. Oh yeah, Bud Crawford also went to, and he was wearing Argentina. So yeah, Bud, Ryan supporting Argentina. We weren't crazy. This is a trip. Vegas women's NBA. I don't watch I know that they're the best. They've won 2 championships, haven't they? The girls WNBA team
3.
for Las Vegas Aces.
3.
I don't know how good this girl is from Japan, but it's a big deal. Supposedly they signed. Could she be the Otani of women's NBA? They signed a Japanese baller, Mai Yamamoto. So is she? How good is she gonna be, bro? Is she like that's a trip?
Hey, not talking crap or nothing, but now they're gonna have Asian food in the arena because like when Otani went to Dodger Stadium, they started putting like sushi out there, so watch TV out there.
Well, you know the thing about Japanese
not talking crap.
Japanese sports fans, they make really great sports fans, and you'll see like Japanese people travel to Dodger Stadium to watch their favorite, Otani pitch. You'll see them show up at all the stadiums to support players from around the world. So I have a little bit of sad news, guys, to report, and please keep her family in your prayers. But a women's boxer that I think she recently fought Tiara Brown. I know that she, her name's Hannah Rapp, born in 1999. She passed away this weekend in, was it Texas, guys? I do know that she was hit by somebody in a road rage incident, and they took her life, dude. This idiot guy. She was on a bicycle, I believe, and there was a road rage incident, and the guy decided to run her over, bro. She recently fought for a world title, if I'm correct. Hannah Rapp, Olympic boxing coach Christine Lopez, I believe, posted this. And, yeah, she just fought recently, man. She's, like I said, she fought for a world title recently. And unfortunately, very sad news that she passed away. So keep her family in your prayers. Yeah, here's another picture of her. Really disturbing, bro. But this kind of nasty stuff happens in Las Vegas all the time where people get into like hardcore road rage and decide they want to use their car as a weapon.
Well, they can't even drive. They're crashing anyways, you dummies out here.
Yeah, actually, here's the clip. This is her. She fought recently. That was her fighting Tiara Brown, and that's Christine Lopez, her coach. Sorry about that. Sorry about that noise, guys. Sorry about that noise. Yeah, that was a shout out to Olympic coach Christine Lopez. She has her own show here on YouTube every Wednesday night. Women's boxing show. It's awesome. Did you hear about Cam Skatibo? Well, I know you know that Cam Skatibo walked out Emiliano Vargas in New York just like 3 weeks ago. Bro, he spent all of last year, he played amazing for the first half of the season as a rookie running back.
Yeah, he got down like James Brown. You know who he reminded me of? John Riggins.
He's a tough kid, man. He is a tough kid. He did something so stupid. Did you see it? Here it is, bro. He damn near broke his leg all over again. This is how much he's like a dude from the TV show Jackass. There he is. Oh my God. You watch it. Let that play again, bro. He just healed. Like George Kittle, like that leg had snapped. I think. And then he fell on it, bro. This is like Conor McGregor coming out going, yeah, my leg is good. My leg is good. Nah, bro, you almost broke that thing again. I'm pretty sure the New York Giants organization was not happy at him doing shit. Preseason's right around the corner. Yeah, damn.
He's just scared because, they're week 1 to playing the Cowboys, so he's like, fuck that shit. He's scared. We're going to break that leg.
Yeah, it's
Big
right around the
dummy.
corner. Right around the corner, man. I'm excited about football. But yeah, you definitely don't want to have anything stupid happen like that. Man.
His next contract, I bet you're going to put in there, you can't be doing dumbass stuff.
This was a
And
really
he got to put insurance on his body.
Hey, I mentioned Paulie was potentially going to take over Charlo this weekend because he's going to announce the fight.
Not.
No, he's not. I think they scrapped that idea. They were entertaining the idea, but he made a lot of people mad. Sunday, let's not forget, we're going to talk about this on Wednesday, is Zuffa. Zuffa's coming back. We got Friday.
Big bad Berlanga.
We got Saturday fights. And then we got Berlanga on a Sunday. And as of last week, bro, I read that they were giving away tickets for like 40, 25, 45, maybe $45 to see the Sunday fight with Berlanga. And yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, why is Berlanga selling so poorly? Like, what's the reason? Have the fans turned on him? Because at one point he was headlining Xander Zayas. It was Berlanga, Xander Zayas, Madison Square Garden. And now they can't sell tickets.
But he was fighting cans, that's why.
Well, he had 16-0, 16 knockouts. Could have been, bro. Could have been. Now they're having a difficult time selling these seats on Sunday. But I thought about it. I'm like, most New Yorkers,
It is in
bro,
New York?
Yeah, it's in New York, and most New Yorkers that probably got the money to go to the fight, they saw who he's fighting. They hear it's on TV because it's going to be on Paramount. And then you got to think, like, do I want to go to a fight on Sunday night and go to work Monday at 5 a.m.? Nah.
Well, Fat Joe, wasn't it? Fat Joe needs to, since he's all on his tip, he needs to buy all the tickets and give them away.
Well, they might
Give
have
out to
to.
the kids in Brooklyn.
Because the tickets aren't selling. And I think it's got to be the fact that it's a Sunday night. And people don't want to go.
Fool can't even sell out. He can't even sell out Sam's Town, Berlanga.
But speaking, I'll let you guys hear what Paulie had to say about the Zuffa thing because he never holds back.
Achieved before them. Do what you want, but I do believe every big name that's signing with Zuffa is selling out. I will say that. That's my opinion. Every big name that's signing with Zuffa is a sellout to the sport. Not to themselves. They're doing good. But they're selling out to the sport. And when I say it's selling out to the sport, I don't mean because this business is such a good business. It's not. It's a terrible business. But you're selling out everybody coming behind you. Everybody who's got these dreams and hopes to one day achieve what everybody has achieved before them. You're selling all those people out.
Selling out to the sport, and credit to Fight Hub for that video. He says they're selling out not to themselves, but to the sport. What does that mean?
That's a good way to, where you don't have to fight the big dogs now because you're over there now making your money. You ain't got to fight the number 1 contender, the number 2. Now you're just gonna fight bums that Dana White brings over there.
So I think you got it. I think you're on to. I think that's exactly what he's trying to say. Is that the way boxing is that you earn your stripes, you get ranked in the division, and then you fight the guys that are ranked above you until you get into the title position and you get called up for a title fight. And that's the old school way of doing it. There's 4 sanctions, WBO, WBC, but with Zuffa, there's none of that going on. At Zuffa, it's basically a league, right? It's like their own league, fighting league. So they don't have 1 million fighters. They don't have 15 fighters ranked in there. They have a handful of fighters, or they're calling in people for one fight. And so I think that's what he's trying to say, is that you're selling out the sport. But he pissed off a lot of people, bro. He's pissed off a lot of people with that.
He told the truth. People hate when they tell the truth.
I hear some comments in response to him. Somebody said, Round by Round Radio says the guy who signed to PBC when they wanted to do the same thing. Any big name boxer that sells tickets on their own won't ever have to go to Zuffa because they're pay-per-view stars already. This other person says, what is the alternative? Not get the fights we want? Fighters keep ducking real competition. What y'all don't understand is that Zuffa is possible because of the way boxing has always been doing itself wrong. So the person said, selling out. They've been getting robbed from promoters for years. This other person said, sanctioning bodies are corrupt, inconsistent, and political. Fighters are not selling out. They're just escaping a broken system. Polly is defending a tradition that has not defended fighters. So speaking of this, the politics of boxing, I'll end the show today on this, bro. I read that Nico Ali Walsh, he's been really, really active trying to stop the changes to the Muhammad Ali Act. That's his grandpa. And it seemed like Zuffa had it all in the bag and that they were going to send the amendments to President Trump to sign off, right? And got stalled in the Senate. Nico Ali Walsh said that he went to the Senate today in Washington, D.C., and he convinced them to make some changes. And he's going to be, in the next few days, we're going to hear about those changes. He said he got to talk in the Senate, and the Senate said, oh, okay, well, maybe we do need to make a little bit of changes. And those are the kind of changes that people, the old school people and Muhammad Ali and all that, these are going to help lessen all the advantages Zuffa boxing would have. I don't know what they are, what the changes are, but I'll be honest with you. Nico Ali Walsh has been extremely vocal, and he's been fighting for it, man. He's been fighting for it. Here's his tweet. I'll show the tweet. He said, Ali Act update. Great call today. He didn't go to Washington. Great call today with the senators. Changes are coming. Well, it's not a done deal, bro. It's not a done deal at all.
Oh, I hope they do, man.
I appreciate everybody that was here, guys. A slow Monday night, but let us know that if you're watching the show on the replays, leave us some comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Slugged Out Sports. We're going to do one more show Wednesday. The interview with Raleigh Romero is going to be posted this week. And we're going to have a great weekend, man. It's going to be hot in Vegas, but it's going to be a really good weekend. So, Vince...
remember, follow me on Instagram. I'll go live on the boys.
Yeah, and make sure I'll put your Instagram in the description to the show so they can follow you there. And that's it for now, guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night around the same time. Until then, peace.
Peace out.